This podcast is part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network. Go to bigheadsmedia.com for more great podcasts.
It's your show, bro.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Half Hour Haunts.
Ooh.
You know, not a good one, not a great one, just another one. Here we are, episode 8. It's me, Steve, and my buddy Kyle here.
Hey, Steven. Glad to be back on this hauntingly mediocre podcast.
I'm glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would just be me.
Yeah.
And that's scary in itself.
It's terrifying, isn't it?
This week we're covering Simpsons.
Yep.
Treehouse of Horror 23. I believe it is season 4, episode 2.
Correct. No, season 24.
24.
Yeah.
Sorry. My apologies.
It came out in 2012, so
Yeah.
been around
that makes
forever.
sense.
Simpsons and I are the same age. Did you know that?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Same birthday?
I think we both started in October. Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
I can pull it up real quick.
Okay.
Let me look this up.
Isn't your birthday in January?
No, that's just an excuse people use when they forget my real birthday.
I didn't do that
And then
last year,
They
did I?
don't fucking do anything for you when it's a landmark birthday and stuff. You know, it's all good, though.
What was the birthday?
Oh, my dirty 30.
Oh, wow. Did you do anything?
Nah.
Oh.
I was supposed to, get this big steak dinner in Texas, because, Texas, you got to eat a steak in Texas, right?
Sure.
And then a close person to me died, and we weren't able to go to Dallas for the steak dinner, so.
That asshole.
At least he didn't die on my birthday, though. That would have sucked.
Yeah.
Because he could have won any time. But
Who was this?
how dare him? It was Tara's grandpa.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I like how we're talking about, 4-month-old events right now.
Oh, never mind. I lied to everyone.
Oh. Your birthday is in January.
No, actually. Simpsons premiered December 17th, 1989. Okay.
So it's my age.
Yeah, it's your age. No, wait a minute. No.
Oh, yeah. I'm older. Sorry.
You're the big brother of The Simpsons.
Yeah. So here we are. You want to talk about The Simpsons or something before we get into this?
Yeah, we can. Longest running animated television show going.
I hear it shouldn't be.
There's been discussions of that. I remember listening to an interview with Matt Groening one time, and they asked him, when is Simpsons going to end? And he was like, 2012 with the world. And
They definitely touched on that in this episode.
they sure did.
Yeah.
But it probably shouldn't have. But Simpsons, I think, can go a long time, in my opinion. I've never seen a Simpsons episode that I was like...
I mean, I've just read that it's kind of
went down.
gone downhill quite a bit.
I mean, I haven't watched very much of Simpsons at all because I don't have any TV. I threw the TV out with the meat. So, yeah, all new age. I'm just kidding.
New year, new you.
But, no, I'm sure they have to watch what they say now, probably more than ever. But they use, and we even saw it in this episode, they're very tongue-in-cheek with some of their humor, and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
They insult all kinds of things, like Aztecs to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It's awesome. And then, but yeah, I think they have to watch themselves now, especially because all the Apu controversy that's going on.
Do you know any more than the base headline there?
Just the general headline. I haven't really looked into it because I thought it was stupid, but I understand it. I get what they're saying, but look, he's been doing it for 30 years. Why hasn't anybody said anything? racial stereotypes have been kind of like a bad thing forever.
Sure.
But no, do you know any more about the story?
I just read the other day that guy, I forget his name, Hank something.
Yeah, the
isn't going to do the voice anymore. That's about it. I'm in the same boat as you of, I think, it's been so long. Why do we care now? Seems rather pointless.
I don't know. I just...
Kind of like the whole football team a while back. It's like, it's been their name forever. I think it's fine.
Talking about Redskins?
Yeah.
I don't know. They could change that.
They could.
Mm-hmm. But I don't see Atlanta getting shit for being called the Braves. Do you? In baseball?
No, but that doesn't seem like a problem.
Braves?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Redskins, yeah. Okay.
In comparison, yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm not very aware of my culture. You know what they could have done? I think I talked about it on a podcast before. Did what Florida State did with the Seminoles, like donate money and do all this stuff to help the Seminole Nation.
Mm-hmm.
Like DC could just pick, I don't know, what's a close tribe to DC?
I don't have my tribal map on me.
I don't know. But, you could pick one and go by that name, donate some money to the tribes, because, Indian reservations and...
Or everyone else can just get the fuck over it. How about that?
I mean, they don't care.
That's just my opinion.
They're still making money,
yeah.
So... they're not talking about it now, are they?
I don't know. I don't keep up with these things.
Yeah, I kind of got out of football there. So, But, yeah, the Apu thing, easy way to fix it.
Yeah, Kyle thinks he's come up with a great plan here.
I have,
so
and hopefully no one rips me off, okay? So, I did not get this off the internet. You can ask my co-host over here. I am actually very ignorant of what goes on when it comes to the internet. But Apu, checking somebody out, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's finished ringing him up. He goes to his trademark line where it's like, "Thank you, will come up," and then he starts coughing, clears his throat, and he's like, "Oh man, finally got over that," or whatever you want to say, like that bad case of tongue-in-cheek humor-itis, whatever. And he's like, "Hey, have a good day, Homer. I'll see you next week." A very Ohio newsman voice. Very plain, no accent. And someone gets to keep their job, and we get to keep a character in The Simpsons.
Then the Ohioans come out and complain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't sound like that in Ohio,
So were you a fan of The Simpsons, I'm guessing?
I enjoy The Simpsons, yeah. They were actually one of the reasons I considered getting Disney Plus, because they, Disney purchased Fox, right?
Mm-hmm.
They own the whole thing. They have all The Simpsons on there.
Yeah.
So.
What was that I was reading where there's something wrong with like the aspect ratio on there or something?
For all the shows, or?
Just The Simpsons in particular.
I don't think they restored it. Like, it looks like you know...
Like I was hearing that apparently they had done something or didn't do something, so it was cutting off some of the picture, so you would miss some of the jokes that would be in the background or something.
Oh, maybe if they did like some background art or something.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't tell you, but it just looks like when you try to watch something old on new TVs. You know what I mean? You got the black going around, or
sure. Okay.
But what about you? You a Simpsons fan?
I've never really actively watched it, to be honest with you.
Oh, it wasn't on in your home?
No.
Weirdly
enough, I think it was one of the only shows where my mom was like, "I don't want you to watch that."
You know what's funny about that? Tara had the same thing happen with her parents.
Really?
They're like, "You can't watch The Simpsons, but you can watch Ren and Stimpy."
Sure.
Which makes no sense to me, because Ren and Stimpy is fucking disgusting.
It's pretty gross.
And not funny at all. But Simpsons, I think Simpsons makes smart kids.
Really?
Yeah. Look at me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I never understood why, but I very well remember her being like, "Yeah, I don't want you to watch that." Meanwhile, I got my ICP record with "Fuck the World" on it, but yeah, that's fine.
It's all good there.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest shit, man. Like that gets barricaded off, Mm-hmm. But another thing I liked about The Simpsons is it felt like it could be going on like 2 counties over or something, because they had a Springfield. It's Springfield, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever acknowledged what Springfield it is.
I'm not sure.
It might be Indiana.
Maybe.
Actually. Which, if it's Indiana, dude, it's like right up the street practically, 2 hours.
Sure.
But,
a stone's throw away, you might say.
yeah. And I remember, it'd be a fucking long throw.
Well, strong guy.
One episode, it was, Springfield was feuding with Shelbyville.
Mm-hmm.
And we got a Shelbyville.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, Shelbyville. But, yeah, anyways. Let's, without further ado, if you're ready, we can dive in.
I saw the movie.
The movie didn't hold up.
Didn't hold up?
Not to me, no.
Really?
They blew all the best spots on the commercial.
I enjoyed the movie.
Did you?
From what I recall.
I think it's because you don't have a lot of exposure to the show.
Perhaps. I've only seen an episode maybe here and there.
Yeah.
Then I saw the movie for whatever reason. I was like, oh, that was fine. But also at the same time, it didn't make me think, hey, I should watch the show. So, yeah.
No.
Guess I just don't care.
I don't think it's as quality as the show is.
Okay.
So, probably got overhyped because, Simpsons movie was like, holy fuck, it finally came, and
Sure.
we've got it.
Sure. All right. So, you ready to dive in?
Yeah.
All right. Here we are with the Treehouse of Horror 23, not 24, 23.
I thought it was 23.
A much scarier number if you've seen the number 23, starring Jim Carrey.
I actually really like that movie.
It seems to get shit on a lot,
Yeah. I thought it was great.
but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. That was my transition movie. Like, from, like, kid to teenager to adult or something, like, where I started to like more adult-oriented films.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How? That's when it came out for you?
When did it come out? It was like 2009, right? Or no, like 5 or 6.
I have no idea.
I was in high school,
Okay.
so
What was that big reveal on there?
the twist. Spoiler: I think he was the killer.
Yeah, but like there was like a name on there or something. The name was like Top Secrets, where it was Top Secrets.
Yeah. Maybe I just have horrible taste in movies. I don't know. But back to The Simpsons.
Sure. Yeah.
We open up. We are with the Aztecs.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting ready to sacrifice one of their members, as the Aztecs do. They love to fucking kill their own.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, if you know anything about them, they have sacrifice for everything.
Wow.
Bloody people. But that's not me making fun of them.
Okay.
It's just they were very violent.
I just
culture.
laugh at murder. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, people cope different ways. But yeah, it's basically the inhabitants of Springfield reimagined as the movie Apocalypto.
Yeah, Homer is up to be sacrificed here.
He's eating grapes. Marge is rubbing on his shoulders. And then they tell him, like, hey, you're getting ready to be sacrificed. And he's kind of like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pay attention during orientation.
Well, why are they doing the sacrifice?
To keep the world from ending.
Because we're looking at the Mayan calendar, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In Aztec.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been the Mayans.
Yeah. Probably makes sense.
What was Apocalypto? Did you see that movie?
I did not.
Oh.
Did you?
No.
Well, what's your best guess?
Well, it's the end of the world calendar, so I don't know. Who cares? Cortez killed them all. It didn't fucking matter.
The Doomsday Clock got moved up a little bit. Did you see that today?
No, I didn't. It was because Watchmen was over.
Maybe.
Really? What are we at now? We got to be at least 30 seconds to midnight, right?
I think it's 200 seconds or something like that.
And what is this Doomsday Clock? Nuclear Holocaust?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Why did they move it up, did they say?
I don't know. I didn't go past the headline.
Headline. I mean, we can't be ashamed. Everybody does that, right?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But anyways, Simpson, or Homer, I should say, is trying to get out of being sacrificed, Marge is like, look, man, I got a plan. Hold on.
She uses her body.
Yeah.
Are we offended by that or what?
She's going to, it was pre-colonization days.
Okay.
So it was wild back then. But Moe comes in. I guess he's going to be the guy getting prepped to sacrifice and stuff. Mm-hmm. Moe's giving Homer the rundown like, hey, our doomed civilization is still flourishing, so we're going to need you to go die so we can keep flourishing. Like the tongue-in-cheek humor. They're like, yeah, we know it's fucked, but we're doing good now. So,
Sure.
When we pull your heart out, just can you act surprised? I know you know what's up, but some of these kids, it's their first time.
I did like that.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then Marge is like, okay. She seduces Moe, puts a bag over his head, sends him to the pleasure room, which is outside. And he's like, I like it rough. And they kick him down. He's like, oh, not too rough, though. And his head's on the chopping block. They chop his head off. It goes rolling. The kids are playing soccer with it. Moe's head takes another dig at shit. Wow, even for the ball, soccer is a boring sport.
Ouch.
It's true, though.
I'm not a fan.
I don't know. I'd have to get drunk to watch it and see if it's good.
Is that the way you test things to see if you like it?
Yeah. Yeah, if I have to be inebriated to enjoy it, it's probably pretty good.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyways, the wrong guy gets sacrificed. The scientist guy pulls out his abaca to do the math on when the world's going to end now. Mm-hmm. Does all the little bead shifting. 2012.
2012, the world ends, and it's Obama's fault.
That's what he says. That's what the Aztec guy says. It's going to be Obama's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It didn't end, though.
That's true. We survived another one.
It got better. Like it always does when a fucking Democrat takes office.
Wow. I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
2012. Do you remember that going on?
Oh, yeah. Like, I remember I was hanging out with...
Were you spooked?
Didn't I spend 2012 with you and Brandon?
I'm not sure.
Like the New Year's Eve?
Maybe.
Because Tara was, like, afraid of the world, and she's like, will you please come here?
How many have we survived so far?
I think 2 for us, right?
Just
2000
2?
and 2012.
Well, I remember Y2K being a thing. Mm-hmm. 2012. There was that one guy going on about the rapture somewhere in there as well.
Yeah, but he's kind of like a blip on the radar.
I remember living through 666. That was pretty cool.
What was 666?
This is June 6th, 2006, man.
Oh, okay. Heavy metal.
Yeah. All right, so then the world ends up being destroyed by, I don't know how to describe these things.
Aztec and gods.
Yeah.
Come down.
They're really, really big.
They fucking knock on Homer's door and he comes out and they just step on him. Mm-hmm. They start wrecking shit. They take the Eiffel Tower and throw it into Big Ben. Fucking everything up. And then they set the world just blows up. And then you see the font for Treehouse of Horror, episode 23.
Mm-hmm. You think that's how the world is going to go?
I mean, it would be fucking crazy if that was the way it went.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
If giants came and
I don't know if
destroyed
it'd be
the
cool
world,
or not. I'd have to get drunk and watch it. So.
Yeah, sure.
But,
so that leads us to the first part of this. I'm assuming that this is a theme where it's always like 3 stories.
Yeah, 3-story format.
Okay.
And these stories typically, if you've never watched the Treehouse of Horror, is like sci-fi. Most Simpsons is kind of like grounded in reality in a way. Mm-hmm. But they really get to fucking play around on these Treehouse of Horrors. Like, they just go crazy.
One thing I noticed, I don't know if you noticed this, but in the like little credits there, everyone like changed their name to like scary shit in it or whatever.
Yeah. Like Matt Groening's name was Bat Groening. And
mm-hmm. It's kind of neat.
I liked it. It was a nice touch. Mm-hmm. They do that shit, though. Like, it's very... We're going to put this shit in here and see if people catch it.
Right. So the first story we're going to get to is the greatest story ever hold.
Was it Hold?
Yeah, hold.
I wrote Told.
Well, there's a hole in it.
Oh.
You get it?
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
God, the mind plays tricks on you.
So start this out for us, because I was very confused on what was happening.
Okay. It's the grand...
/ lazy, too lazy to write notes down.
It's the grand open... At least you're honest. It's the grand opening of the building with the particle accelerator in it. I had a big name for it, but apparently they're saying, hey, this is we're going to make history today in Springfield. We use this money. We could have used it for a baseball stadium.
Mm-hmm. Well, what did Lisa have to do? She made it, or
she was the one that campaigned for them to make a particle accelerator building instead of a baseball stadium.
That's what kind of confused me. I didn't understand her tie in there.
And then Homer had a fucking flag like, oh, it works both ways, and it says isotopes on it. It was pretty funny. So anyways, they fucking throw that bad boy on and see particles collide and stuff. They start going. Scientist guy gets on the monitor there, and he's like, all right, everyone, you guys are going to remember where you were on the day of that. There's not enough going on for us to make a definite, answer of what's going on. Sorry.
What?
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what he said. I was paraphrasing.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And they're like, thanks, Lisa. God.
Because it seemingly didn't work.
Yeah. There's nothing going on. They wasted all that money. Yeah. But then How
about this random guy being like, man, this money could have been used for a war.
Like, just tongue in cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
is it though? It seems pretty blatant.
Well. But anyways, we go into the particle accelerator. We see particles going around.
Doing what they do. Sure.
Yeah. Accelerating like they do. And
a couple of scientists here on the podcast.
Yeah, totally. But then they connect, or collide, I should say, and then they form a little mini black hole.
Mm-hmm. A little mini one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fuck you. Why don't you fucking carry this for a minute?
Yeah, there was a little mini black hole created. And then Lisa discovers it, and there's a few kids that jump in because they're dumb. And she says, I got to move this thing before all the dumb kids jump in it. And then she pulls it home. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know if this would actually work or not.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So she takes it home, and she takes it to the basement.
Yeah, she's dragging it by a stick.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't get pulled in.
Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I'll go with it for the story.
Yeah,
I'm riding along. It's fine. She takes it downstairs. Homer thinks she brought a puppy home, or maybe the second worst thing would be 2 puppies, perhaps, or 3. But no, it says a black hole, so yeah, it's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
Your turn again.
No. I'm gonna watch you squirm.
All right.
Little mini black hole.
Something about throwing stuff in there.
Yeah, I can't control myself. Yeah, the whole family comes down, and they're like, we can't throw anything in this; it'll just make it bigger. Marge is gonna put up a little baby barricade around it.
Yeah, bigger is going to be more dangerous. Yeah. Yada yada yada.
It'll increase its gravitational pull, and it'll start pulling more shit in there. Well, it doesn't work that way. Everyone's, except Lisa, starts throwing shit into it.
Yeah, we got Marge coming down with a pan full of grease.
Yeah. Oh, we can't have raccoons out here.
Is that a fact?
I mean, I can see it. They smell it and they come out and try to eat it.
Okay. Then we got Bart trying to get rid of some homework.
Yeah, he keeps spitting the homework out.
For some reason it doesn't want that. So he throws the teacher in. I guess that's who that was.
Yeah, that was the teacher. You've never watched Simpsons, so I'm like, I forgot. I got to explain who these people are. I think it's Miss Crabtree. Might be her name.
Lisa kind of confronts everyone, so no one threw stuff in, right? Because this is kind of getting bigger. And I noticed they're like, of course we didn't. You fucking crazy? Because
it's in the living room now, and it's sucking up everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all like, don't be silly.
But Homer may or may not have created a service called Magic Crap Hole Waste Removal, so...
And everyone shows up with their, it's crab apple. What did I say? For the...
I have no idea.
Oh.
Teacher?
Yeah. It's crabapple, not crabtree. That's close.
Yeah, pretty close.
But anyways, people start throwing their shit in there, and finally the black hole becomes huge.
Yeah, the last straw was, I believe it's Millhouse.
Yeah.
Hits a home run. Baseball goes in there.
His dad is like, look, I got money to take you out for pizza. And then it sucks him up, and he's like, you saw me with the money, right? You knew I had it.
Is that...
Yeah, I guess his dad is just like a deadbeat or something. I haven't watched Simpsons in a long time.
Okay.
But
I don't know if I was supposed to understand that joke of he never has money or... I don't know.
I don't know. Did it piss you off, though? Did it trigger you?
No, nothing triggers me ever.
I mean, dad stuff.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Jeez.
I had the money. I had good intentions.
Yeah. Still waiting on that Christmas present. So then it gets big enough, it starts sucking everything up at this point. Until, what's the baby's name?
Maggie.
Maggie?
Mm-hmm.
Her little...
Pacifier
goes in there. It kind of closes it up, I guess.
And she looks pissed.
And it goes away, but then we see everyone travel to space. And then we see, I'm assuming aliens. I don't know if you were okay with that or not.
Yeah, they went through the black hole and came out the other end. Different universe. They land on this planet. They're like, hey, we love all the treasures you sent us. And it's just a bunch of garbage nobody wants. Our favorite book is the furniture sale every July. You see that Santa's little helper, the dog, threw the cat through the black hole. Mm-hmm. It's there in its own little royal chair. What's a royal throne? God damn.
Royal chair.
Yeah, like a royal chair. I can't think of the term.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah.
Royal chair.
Yeah. It's a synonym, whatever. But yeah, I thought they looked like sea monkeys, so it helped me get through it. Okay, because I don't know if everybody knows this, but I'm terrified of aliens.
That he is. I'm pretty sure we discussed what we're scared of on the show, right?
Yeah, we probably have.
No. The aliens really appreciate all the gifts they've been sending. Homer almost fucks up and says, hey, dummies, it's just trash. But Marge saves the day. They love the Zune, which I don't know if anyone recalls. It was kind of the competitor to the iPod that kind of flopped.
Yeah, Microsoft's competitor. Tara had one.
Really?
Yeah. And the thing was Zune.
Did she like it?
Yeah, I think she did.
Yeah.
I'll ask her about it sometime.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to have a special episode.
Bring her on. So, Tara, did you like the Zune? But yeah, I thought it was funny because Zune's thing was that Zune. And then all the fucking sea monkey aliens were like, Zune.
I don't recall that.
Oh.
I mean, from the episode, yeah, but I don't remember their thing being Zune.
You strike me as an iPod guy.
I maybe have had one, but I never, had one, wanted one, went out of my way to get one.
Right.
Somebody gave me one, maybe.
I had a little mini, little lime green one.
Little clip?
No, I didn't have the clip. I had the one that was like a stick of...
I had a little clip, boy.
Oh. You were poor.
Yeah, I'm poor. So I don't have a dad. Thanks.
Sorry. It's not my problem. What are you looking at me for? I ain't your daddy.
It's not my problem. That's the end of that first story there. What did you think about the first?
I enjoyed it.
Of 3 here.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. It's clever. It's a nice warm-up story.
Okay, so it's not your favorite one.
No, but you don't want the best one first.
Sure.
You gotta escalate it.
All right. Let's jump into number 2, where it is called
Unnormal Activity.
Unnormal Activity. So what do you think about this? Obviously a play on the Paranormal Activity franchise there. Huge.
Have you watched them?
No real interest whatsoever.
Yeah, me neither. Because I'm not a huge fan of found footage movies. But
respect for spending $0 and being a huge fucking success, but
oh yeah, that's right. It was
not my cup of tea.
It had a shoestring budget, didn't it?
Yeah, all you need is some fucking cameras around the house, right?
Yeah, but didn't it have special effects in it too?
Well, it's all fucking dark and night vision and shit. I mean, you can probably get away with using fucking strings and shit to do this, I'm sure.
Right.
That's my guess. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they did, but I would be surprised if they spent more than like $10K on that movie.
I'll look it up later.
Okay.
Actually, I'll look it up right now. Tell us about what goes on.
Well, to start it off, we see Homer, and he's gotten a camera because there's strange stuff that's been happening in the house, so he wants to capture it and see what the fuck is exactly up here, right?
Right.
Then we see that they're heading to bed, Homer and Marge. Homer sets down the camera facing the bed. He claims it's off, so he's trying to make a little sex tape here. Doesn't quite work out for him. But hey, E for effort.
I swear I'm not recording. He's like, note to self. Edit out all my lies. You're right, by the way. You were about on the money for Paranormal Activity's starting budget there with the first movie.
Well,
$11,000.
hey, there you go.
In the box office, it made $193.4 million.
Yeah, see, not too bad.
God, that is sensational.
So we got to make a movie one day. That is
sensational.
So write that down. Let's make a very cheap movie one day. Yeah. See what happens.
We'll call it the Borer movie.
Yeah, Borer.
The Borer movie.
And then, of course, they go to sleep, and then we see some ghostly shit. The blanket flies off, doors.
Closet comes open, shit gets drug out.
Somehow a golf club comes and hits Homer in the head repeatedly, but it doesn't wake him up.
He knows it. There's nothing up there. He's not hurting anything.
So then Homer opens up the checkbook and gets cameras installed in like every room in the house. Gonna catch whatever the fuck is going on here, right? Then we see Marge being real weird.
Yeah, she gets possessed, rises up out of bed, comes over to stare at Homer for 2 hours as the time elapses on the camera.
He thinks that she is checking him out and coming on to him.
He throws the blanket off, and he's like in his undies. He's like, "You like what you see?"
And then the next scene is him peeing for a long time and her watching.
For like 2 hours, yeah.
Okay, question. You know she was like out of it, right?
Yeah.
Did he
Don't go there.
take advantage of Marge and get it on? Because, I don't know if you know, but, you do it. You get a long pee afterwards sometimes. I'm just throwing it out there. Why would the pee scene be necessary if it did not happen?
Maybe he's got pee. It's like first thing in the morning, man.
Is it first thing in the morning?
Yeah. I mean, it's 4:30 in the fucking morning. Yeah. I mean, how many things come before that?
Is Homer getting up at 4:30 in the morning?
To pee?
Do we know that?
It looks. We got it on camera, dude. We know he did it.
Like a usual time that he gets up.
Right.
I don't know how. Am I crazy with this theory? I mean,
I don't know. I just know she was possessed, and that freaked me the fuck out.
Are you scared of possession?
No.
No.
I think it's kind of cool.
Okay. Yeah. But Marge being possessed
freaked me the fuck out.
Okay.
Because of her, homie.
You're doing pretty good at Marge.
Thanks, man.
Let's hear it again.
Homie.
I think you're possessed by Marge.
It could be. Let me know if my hair starts perming up and turns blue and stuff.
Then we got a cop come over.
Yeah. He's like, yep, you definitely got a possession. Because the cat's floating in the air and...
Well, there's fire like in the living room.
Yeah, and
he tastes it.
Yeah, he's like, yep, that's hellfire, all right.
He knows what hellfire tastes like.
Yep.
Whatever the fuck that means.
And he's like, yep. Now these things feed on your fear, And then a cuckoo clock cuckoos, and he's like, oh shit! And he runs in the other room, and he comes back, and he's like, it also eats other stuff besides fear, and he's just a skeleton and falls apart right there.
So apparently, someone has made a deal with the devil. Is what we discover here.
Marge is looking around, so you instantly know it's her.
Yeah, so she finally admits, right? Because we see the scene on the camera again. that they're taking Maggie, I believe it is. It's a ghostly figure. You just see items flying around.
Instead of just picking up the baby and walking out like they would in another like poltergeist movie, he fucking packs a diaper bag.
You got the diaper bag, the car seat.
Gets the milk ready, puts the baby sling on, and then grabs the baby and puts it in there. Marge stops it at the door like, you're not taking my baby. Mm-hmm. Just, then all the family comes in there. They throw baby powder on it. Turns out they think it's Mo is the devil, and he's like, I'm way better looking than Mo, and he is way more evil than I am. And they're like, yeah, okay, all right, yeah.
And then here's where Marge finally admits that she is to blame here because way back in the day, that's her sisters, right?
Yeah. Yeah, her twin sisters.
They are trying to summon the devil. They do, indeed. And he's going to take her sisters, but she makes a deal to give away her favorite child later on.
What'd they say? Like, the rude dude with the mad do.
Pretty good. Pretty good scene. And then, of course, the other kids are like, wait, I thought I was your favorite kid.
Yeah. Lisa's like, what the fuck? I thought I was the favorite mom.
So Homer steps up and he's like, hey, can we get another deal going on here?
Yeah. Maybe work something out, get Marge out. And he's like, yeah, a 3-way. And he's like, you, me, and Marge? He's like, no, me and another demon and you.
Demon, you.
Demon, you. And Homer's like, okay. And then they cut to the bedroom. The recording's on. And the two demons are there with Homer. And then Homer's like, okay, what's the safe word? And they're like, cinnamon. And he's like, I like that, cinnamon. He throws a sheet over the recording. He's like, I want to try something new. And both the demons are like, no.
Yeah, they start screaming cinnamon instantly.
Cinnamon.
Story 3, I believe it's called Bart and Homer's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, that's what it's called. So it opens up with Bart in the comic book store talking to the comic book guy. Mm-hmm. About trying to haggle a comic book. He's like, why am I going to pay you this much when it says it has 25 cents on it?
Right.
The comic book guy explains to him, look, it was 25 cents in 1974. It's not going to be that now. Some nerdy whatever the fuck comic book way.
Oh, you know what he's talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I don't actually. I don't know the right way to term it.
Okay.
But, you can't expect you'd have to go back to 1974 to get it for a quarter.
It's more rare. It's mint.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to be pricey.
Bart just wants to read it for the story.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that a shame?
What?
You can't just buy it for what it was.
I mean, any other store, you have to sell it priced as marked.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. Comic book world, man.
Crazy.
Crazy world.
Crazy.
So
go ahead here.
Okay, so Bart walks out of the comic book store. We see the scientist for the third time. Comes through a time-traveling portal with his car. Which is purple.
Well, third time, what was number 2?
First time he was in the Aztecs.
Oh, okay.
Second time he was with the particle accelerator.
Yeah. Okay.
Comes through with a time travel car that is not a DeLorean. Don't sue the Simpsons. But Bart steals the car to go back to 1974.
To get a good deal in this comic book, yeah.
Cuts through it all. Starts going through all the Bond movies. To the first one, The Spy Who Loves Me, is at the front of the pack there. He lands.
Did that indeed drop in 74?
I don't know. I think it might have been earlier than that.
Okay.
But comes out, gets the comic, reads it. He's like, a little too preachy. Throws it away.
Do we know what the comic was, or did it try to pretend to be something else?
Might have been Atomic Man. I think that's the big comic in Simpsons.
Okay. Is that similar to something else?
I don't know. I don't know enough about it other than Homer and Bart dressed up as Atomic Man and the sidekick one time.
Okay. So he didn't enjoy that. He ends up seeing the school, correct? And then he looks inside and he sees young Homer. So, of course, Bart is going to fuck with Homer.
Yeah, he's like, what happened?
Yeah, because he's got tits now.
Yeah. This is before... What did he say? This is before Homer's boobs came out or something like that?
Yeah. So he goes into the school there, and he sees young Homer sitting in class. And young Homer's like, "Who are you, kid?" And he says, "Hey, I'm the kid that you don't want," or something like that in the future.
That ruined all your fun and stuff. And he's like, "Why are you little?" And he starts choking him.
Doing the old choke out Homer Bart scene there, right?
I'm waiting for that to get axed.
Why?
Child violence.
Well, we'll post it on Twitter. Maybe it'll go viral.
Please don't. No, don't. Because it's hilarious. It's a cartoon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Or it's just on TV in general. That's fine.
Yeah, it's fake.
It's entertainment.
It's fake.
We see young Marge come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what goes on?
Homer tries to ask her to go to a dance. I think it's the prom, right?
I believe so, yes.
Marge is like, hell fucking no. Goes to the back of the room. And
Homer calls her an idiot.
Yeah. And he's like, shut up and go to the dance with me. And then Bart's like, fuck, if they don't get together, what if I don't exist? And he pulls up his phone and he looks and then he disappears. Then he reappears in front of a bigger house. Yeah. And he's like, holy shit. I can't let those two get together. It might actually work out for me. I might be better off.
Yeah, I could live. I could be rich or just allowed to stand in front of a rich guy's house.
Either way, I'm winning. And he tells Marge, like, don't go out with that guy. She's like, whatever you say, little kid. Yeah. And then he hops back into the, not DeLorean car. Mm-hmm. Please don't sue them. It's not the DeLorean.
Young Homer follows in the trunk there.
Gets in the trunk there. Like, this little shit ruined my day. I'm going to follow him.
They go back to 2012. Bart is indeed a rich boy. Yep. He's got his bully that I don't know his name.
Nelson.
And he's like his butler, basically. Yep. We got John Lovitz playing some character as his dad.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Was he supposed to be like someone?
John Lovitz?
Yeah.
I don't know. Was he in The Simpsons?
I don't know.
Let me look it up real quick.
Just a random rich guy, or like based on someone?
I recognize the voice because of The Critic. Did you ever watch The Critic? Mm-hmm. It's not really half-hour haunts talk, but
Sure.
Let me look this up real quick. John Lovitz, Simpsons. He's been on The Simpsons a whole lot, I think. Yeah, he's been on there. Let me look this up real quick. Keep talking. What else happened? It's a huge house.
Yeah, very nice.
They're doing very well for themselves. The kids have different hair. That's the only thing that's different.
Yeah. They all have like perms or something. I don't really understand that. Then Homer brings all Homers from history with him to take down Rich Guy and get Marge back. Rich Guy, he is very well versed in what?
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And then he makes fucking fun of it. He's like, all right, I'm going to lay down on the ground, then you're going to jump on me, and I'm going to kick your ass. Like, you have to see it. But yeah, John Lovitz, he voices Artie Ziff.
Yeah, that was the character in this.
Yeah. Lewin Sinclair and Jay Sherman and various other minor characters in the show. Okay. Top 25 Simpsons guest star.
Good for him.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought the jiu-jitsu thing was hilarious just because,
Because that's what happens in UFC.
Yeah, pretty much like I'm going to lay down and you're going to attack me and I'm going to beat you.
Very good. Yeah, the Homers from history try to fight him. He pretty much whoops all their asses. Homer's like, all right, we got to get more Homers and regroup and come back.
Marge comes out. She's like, holy shit, I married the wrong man 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. I should have married you, Homer. All of you. Even you, caveman Homer. And Homer corrects her. That's not caveman Homer. That's Renaissance Homer. Even though he's in, loincloths and stuff. It's just, I'm not going to explain the joke. It would kill it. Watch the show. Mm-hmm. It was awesome.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Then we see, they're in current day. They're together now. All the Homers are living there. And none of them can find the time to take out the trash.
No.
And Marge is pissed.
Are you a fan of time travel?
Am I a fan of time? I've never tried it.
As a plot. As a plot, like.
Yeah, why not? It's kind of fun.
I always hate it.
Really?
Yeah, because just fucks with my OCD so bad.
Well, how so?
Like, oh, you're going to go back, you're going to fucking wreck something. Mm-hmm. Everything's in its own space, and you're going to ruin it.
The butterfly effect.
Yeah. You're going to ruin something.
So you wouldn't do it?
No. Hell no. But would you do it?
Sure, why not?
And what time would you travel back to?
All of them.
All of them?
Yeah.
Well.
What about you?
I'd probably just go to the future. Yeah. I want to travel to the past. I'll read a fucking book.
Future's scary.
I know. Unknown.
Don't know what they, at least I have the history to know what's going on.
But you know what I mean? Right? If I step on something in the future, I'm not going to wreck something in the past.
Right.
And all I got to do when I get back is keep my mouth shut.
But you might slip up.
I probably would. I'd probably be like, Steven, you know what we're going to podcast about this week? The future.
Whoa. And that was the end of that. So what was your favorite of the three?
Definitely Unnormal Activity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that.
Yeah. Cinnamon.
So we got what? Probably 25, 6 more of these?
Yeah, at least.
Mm-hmm. They're on 30, right?
Yeah, they're on like season 30 or something.
But I don't think they did one until season 2, if I remember correctly.
That would make sense because this episode was pulled from season 4.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Our season 20.
24, yeah.
Sorry. God, you got me doing it.
24, and it was the 23rd one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're looking forward to more Treehouse of Horror?
I am. I enjoy it.
Maybe an older one?
Yeah.
Yeah. See what that's like. See how on PC it might be.
Oh, it'll be
interesting.
I watched like the first 8 Simpsons when I had my Disney Plus trial when I was watching The Mandalorian. Dude, holds up.
Like the first 8 episodes, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even before they had the guy that would go on to play Homer forever, they had that first actor.
Really? I didn't know that there was one that didn't make it.
Yeah, well, he was there for the early beginnings of Simpsons.
Interesting. Does he sound that different?
Not very. It's subtle, but you can tell.
Okay. How long did he last?
Maybe the first season.
Interesting.
Or 2. I don't know.
Why didn't it work out?
I'm not sure. I should have done research, but we literally just watched this.
Just make something up. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, he just couldn't cut it,
Yeah, just slander him. It's fine.
Fucking couldn't handle the fame of being Homer Simpson. Let me look this up. I'll find out real quick.
Did you have anything else to touch on there?
Not really. I think we hit everything we were going to.
We can hit more.
My computer's being a bitch.
It's no biggie.
I would have already had this pulled up telling you everything about the actor.
Wouldn't.
Yeah, I would have.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would have.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
bet you I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Let me look this up real quick. Homer Simpson.
I thought you were already looking it up. What do you mean, let me look it up?
Articles related. I just want to go to the wiki page, man. Come on. There you go. Homer J. Simpson. Let's look here. Voiced by Don Castellaneta. Let me look at this real quick. October, award-winning voice actor. He is the voice of Homer Simpson. So this is the current guy. Season 1 to the present. Okay. Well, maybe the original guy didn't last even the first season. It's John Ratzenberger.
I'm guessing you made all this up.
The names?
Yeah, that there was a different one.
Oh, fuck. John Ratzenberger. That's Cliff Clavin from Cheers.
Oh.
Yeah. He voiced the Pixar version of Homer Simpson in Treehouse of Horror. Season 26. We need to quit the show right now. Fucking done. I'm dying over here. Apparently it was the same dude because they didn't even list the other guy. He must have changed his voice or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Must have.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for that tidbit.
Yeah, the useless part of fucking information.
All right, well, I guess that's going to wrap it up here, unless Kyle has any more valuable information
I got
for us.
nothing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is for the discrepancy of the voice that threw me off and thought they had a different actor. Can you imagine trying to do a podcast before the internet was on? Like, nobody would know what the fuck they're talking about. We are the window to that.
Well, I think it would be more fun, but you can just make anything up and people will be like, yeah, I guess I'll go with it.
Yeah, Homer's voice sounds different on the shorts than the later half-hour show. Dan Castellaneta's earliest portrayal began as a loose impression of Walter Matthau, but developed into a more robust and humorous voice during the second and third season of the show, allowing Homer to convey a wider range of emotions. He changed the voice as he could not sustain his Matthau impression for the 9-10 hour long recording sessions. Had to do something a little easier. During an interview with the cast of the show, the voice actor stated Homer's voice was based in part on his own father, who often spoke with an exuberant tone. So, yeah. There you go. Same guy.
You came through.
Kyle was
nailed
wrong.
it.
Kyle was fucking wrong.
You were wrong,
But
you nailed it.
He changed it for the better, though, because this Homer is fucking awesome. Just going nuts with his, like, ah! And all that shit going on.
I would assume that would hurt your voice more, but yeah,
He said it's easier.
Okay. Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Long career, just killing it.
I mean,
way to go.
If it's easier and better, you got to do it, right?
Yeah, of course. Is that about it?
That's it. We need to wrap this up.
Well, let's wrap it up and talk about the mailbag over at boarmailbag@gmail.com. Send any and all questions to us. Have them answered here live on Half Hour Haunts. Or maybe on Off the Tracks.
Yeah.
Or maybe on Boar Meets World. Who knows? You got to listen to them all.
Yeah, to find out.
On the hashtag Boar brand.
Check them all out if you want to hear your question potentially be asked.
Yeah. Potentially asked?
Yeah.
Well, it'll definitely be asked, but it might be answered.
You're saying that mailbag is like a for sure thing. Mm-hmm. It's not like where we try to get requests for albums and then we don't do them. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, pick up a t-shirt over at boarmerch.com. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with Kyle and me, Steve.
Yeah.
On the Boar brand.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
Stay spooky.
I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okame.
We are the Super Media Bros Podcast.
Each week, we give a comedically informative take on movies,
Music,
television,
video games,
and much more.
Put your shades on and listen to all episodes on supermediabrospodcast.com, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Yeah,
Shades on.
we're off.